Hello, Helly channel subscribers. Today is the 70th anniversary of the Korean War. I came to the War Memorial of Korea is Seoul today. First, let's briefly find out the War Memorial and location. I walk from Samgakji station on subway line 6 to the main gate of the memorial. The statue at the entrance shows a tragic encounter between a brother who broke up with a South Korean soldier and a North Korean soldier on the battlefield during the Korean War. I will show you the outside of the memorial hall twice, and then I will introduce the inside of the main hall. If you have any boring parts, please move on. Please subscribe and like so I can continue posting useful video. On the left and right are memorials and national flags to thank the 16 countries that send soldiers directly to the Korean War. South Korea was struck by North Korea on June 25, 1950. The United Nations sent troops and established the UN Command to deter North Korea's illegal aggression. During the 3-year and 1 month war, 40,790 UN troops were killed for freedom and peace in the Republic of Korea. Thank you to the nation and the people who supported us. Thank you to the United States and the families of the veterans. During the war, 480,000 soldiers participated in the war, and 1.78 million people were sent to Korea after the war, and 36,574 were killed in action. Thank you to the Australia and the families of the veterans. A total of 18,000 soldiers participated in the war, and 340 were killed in action. Thank you to the Canada and the families of the veterans. A total of 26,791 soldiers participated in the war, and 516 were killed in action. Thank you to the New Zealand and the families of the veterans. A total of 6,000 soldiers participated in the war, and 45 were killed in action. Thank you to the Turkey and the families of the veterans. A total of 21,212 soldiers participated in the war, and 892 were killed in action. Thank you to the South Africa and the families of the veterans. A total of 826 soldiers participated in the war, and 37 were killed in action. Thank you to the Belgium and the families of the veterans. A total of 3,498 soldiers participated in the war, and 106 were killed in action. Thank you to the Ethiopia and the families of the veterans. A total of 6,037 soldiers participated in the war, and 122 were killed in action. Thank you to the Sweden and the families of the veterans. A total of 1,124 soldiers participated in the war. Thank you to the Denmark and the families of the veterans. A total of 630 soldiers participated in the war. Thank you to the Korean War veterans and their families. A total of 1,270,000 soldiers participated in the war, and 170,478 were killed in action. Thank you to the United Kingdom and the families of the veterans. A total of 81,084 soldiers participated in the war, and 1,108 were killed in action. Thank you to the Netherlands and the families of the veterans. A total of 5,322 soldiers participated in the war, and 124 were killed in action. Thank you to the friends and the families of the veterans. A total of 5,322 soldiers participated in the war, and 124 were killed in action. Thank you to the Philippines and the families of the veterans. A total of 7,420 soldiers participated in the war, and 113 were killed in action. Thank you to the Thailand and the families of the veterans. A total of 6,326 soldiers participated in the war, and 136 were killed in action. Thank you to the Greece and the families of the veterans. A total of 10,255 soldiers participated in the war, and 187 were killed in action. Thank you to the Luxembourg and the families of the veterans. A total of 85 soldiers participated in the war, and 2 were killed in action. Thank you to the Colombia and the families of the veterans. A total of 5,100 soldiers participated in the war, and 213 were killed in action. Thank you to the India and the families of the veterans. A total of 627 soldiers participated in the war, and 3 were killed in action. Thank you to the Norway and the families of the veterans. A total of 623 soldiers participated in the war, and 3 were killed in action. Thank you to the Italia and the families of the veterans. Italia have sent a medical support unit. The only UN military cemetery in the world is in Busan, the second city in Korea. I will upload a video of the UN cemetery separately. This is what I saw in the main building. The virus has cancelled all schedules this year, but every year on June 25th, we invite living veterans from all over the world to thank them. This is a memorial space inscribed with the names of the 21 nations of UN soldiers killed in action. Our nation honors her sons and daughters who answered the call to defend the country they never knew and the people they never met. This is the Korean kills in action list on the other side. There is a list of Korean War and Vietnam War kills in action. And there is a list of those who died during the 70 years of fighting with the North Korea after the Korean War. Here's the overall statistics for the skills in action. There have been so many sacrifices in the 3-year war. Once again, thank you for your sacrifice. This is the end of the first video of the War Memorial. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe if it was a useful video. I will upload the second video. See you in the next video.